Thank you very much, Ashutosh and the all team members to invite me at this point. Uh, we are running an industry of glass containers, and we just like to inform that we are carrying two big plants in Hyderabad and near Hyderabad. And near Hyderabad, this plant is the world biggest plant at one site where we are melting almost 1150 metric ton per day of the glass we are melting. So as some time back, when computer was a separate subject and the computer proficiency and your skill was used to be considered as a separate one. I still remember that some time back then the people used to recruit the guys as a computer specialist or something like that. And now it has become just part and parcel of each activity. And it's a part of ingredient part of your, whether you are a chartered accountant or whether you are an engineer. So it is being given. It's not a separate activity altogether. Same thing, the sustainability or the environment consciousness or environment commitment for any business is not going to be a new activity. Though it looks to be a new activity as on today, but it is not going to be a new activity in the tomorrow. It will become the part and parcel of your business. If I say recyclability is a new subject, no, I don't think so, particularly in the Indian context. Why I say so, we all know about reincarnation. Practically, what is that? A Latin meaning. It means in a new soul. So reincarnation, which is a part of the Indian culture, Indian belief or something like that, it's again a one form of a reusability or recycling of the God nature or the God creations. Same thing in our business. The recyclability is at most important because particularly I'm talking in respect to the glass. In glass, the main ingredient of production is a sand, is a quartz sand. And this quartz sand, believe me, it is depleting day by day. Thousands and millions of tons of sand is being used in construction, millions of sand used in the other activities. And this is the third largest resource which is used on the earth after air and water. And glass is totally dependent on the sand. So the recyclability becomes at the most important in our industry because in the times to come, the sand may not be easily available, cheaply available, economically available in the manufacturing. Just to give you a small glimpse of the reusability, the collect, which is a scrap of the glass. In India, only 40 to 42% is being used as a collect, as a, you can say, reused or recycled. But in Europe, it is close to 80%. In USA, it is close to 55, 60%. India, it is all close to 40%. So there are a lot of challenges here because number one challenge is the people are not aware the importance of recycling. So it starts from where? It starts from the consumption. So once, let's say the glass is consumed at the consumer end, like in our household, in our restaurant, in our hotels, in everywhere. So this glass is not disposed so that it comes in the circular economy. And once it doesn't come and it mixes with the other things and it goes for the land refilling, so it becomes almost more and more difficult and uneconomic to take it out and to use it. Otherwise, glass would have been such a beautiful material where you recycle it 100 times, 200 times, 400 times, it doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter. So that is the beauty of the glass. But unfortunately, there are some challenges. Some there are regulatory challenges. Some there are cultural challenges. Some are information issues are there. And then at the most, I take 80% of the blame on we people, we who are running the industry, that we have not been able to develop the ecosystem of this glass collect so that everything goes in a recycling nature. We at our industry, we have done a lot in recycling the glass. So what we have done is we are trying to contact the consumption points like big restaurants and big five-star hotels, where whatever is being used, we try to collect it from that spot and collect it there and take it. Actually, the whole thing is the economic issue. If we remember that some time back, even the household, once the guys used to consume some beer or liquor or anything, and in the house, those bottles are being sold to someone. The price of those bottles remains more or less the same, but the economic value of the bottles has gone down like anything, and total supply chain cost has become very high. So that is not becoming a little viable. It means in an economic, we have to design some more methodologies or some more methods or some more mechanisms by which at the consumption point, it goes to the melting point in the most economical manner, which is not happening. If we have to achieve, I can talk from the glass perspective. Just to give a small glimpse, the total carbon dioxide, whatever is being emitted to the environment, the 5% of the gas or the carbon dioxide, whatever is emitted, it is because of the disposal of the waste, what goes to the earth. Because of this disposal, these disposals, they generate 5% of the carbon dioxide, of the total carbon dioxide, whatever is being emitted, and it goes to the environment. And secondly, so much of energy, so much of value, so much of other things are being locked in this thing. On a one side, we are damaging our environment, we are damaging our land, we are damaging our total system. On the other side, the whole lot of value which is locked. If you take a plastic waste, in a plastic waste, what is being stored? Carbon and hydrogen. Some sort of a mechanism, some sort of a technology which is already being used, where these type of waste can be converted to some sort of a consumer gas or some plastic gas and can be used. There are companies in the world like Sierra Energy or something. They are already converting. Even some of the municipal corporations, they are doing it. So these ingredients of this waste, which is to be recycled, a lot of things are being tapped and which are to be used. In a glass, fortunately, what is stored is not a hydrogen or carbon. It is the ingredient, pure ingredient of the glass, which is going to cover up or going to replace the sand. So what is going to happen is, the more we use a collect, the more the sand mining will not be there. More the salt mining will not be there, because in glass melting, a lot of soda ash is used, and soda ash is being formed once the salt is consumed and salt is processed in the soda ash plants. And then you use a limestone or a feldspar and a dolomite. So whole sort of mining operation goes inside to produce the quantity of glass, which can easily be replaced. Today, I like to throw one idea. Somebody asked me, can somebody tell me how much is the total glass which can be recycled? The total glass which can be recycled is equal to the total glass which is being produced. The only gap is a time lag. Whatever is being produced today will come in the system, will come for the recycling, or can come for the recycling in a times. There can be time lag. Something will come tomorrow, something will come after 10 days, something will come after 90 days, something will come after 20 days. It all depends upon the total cycle from the production to the consumption. But yes, 100% of the glass, whatever is produced on day one, will come can come for the recycling after X number of days. What the world has to do is they have to design some mechanism and all. In this, I can say a commitment is required from the entrepreneurs, a commitment is required from the professionals, a commitment is required by the government agencies. Now, why I say the government agencies? Because the municipal corporation are holding a big grab on all the regulations of the disposal and the way we consume and the way we throw. The moment it becomes a synergic between the consumption or a recycling part versus where the disposal is done, yes, a lot of things can happen and a lot of things can move inside the recycling. We are also trying our best to talk to the municipal corporations. We are not successful yet, but I hope we will succeed soon because our team is already going ahead. Where from a consumption point, we will just take it to the furnace and melt it and make it more a circular economic activity or more a sustainable activity. There is no need to harp on a subject that what are the benefits somebody will get from this recycling. There is a whole lot of benefits, whether it is on the energy front or whether it is on the mining front or it is equivalent carbon dioxide emission front. So there is a whole lot of benefits which are arising there. Today only I was talking to some of my key customers. I can name key customers. They are like Nestle, like Pernod Ricard, which is Seagram, and Kingfisher. Everybody is talking about sustainability. Everybody. Now, this activity of sustainability or recyclability is not a subject of academics. It's a business subject now. It is really on our head. It is at my door. It is knocking my door today that if I didn't do anything on these parts, tomorrow my business will go away. My profits will finish and we are back to zero. It is at the door. It is not an academic thing, which I think on a conference or something, we are just talking and doing nothing on that. So I think this platform, whatever has happened, it has happened at a right time. I think more doables, actionable points, we should try to take it out from this conference and let's try to do it. At the end, let me end up my discussion or my notes with one thing. The whole business world is ready to chunk out a large sum of money for doing something on sustainability, because a big companies like us still know something what we are supposed to do, but there is a whole lot of MSME or mid-class companies which even do not know what to do. So a lot of startups are required, a lot of activities can be done, and a lot of potential exists in this activity. I end up here and I'm really open to any question. If at all anything is there for me, I love to answer the same.